Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं त्वं नमामि. Nithyanandam, we offer our humble obeisance, our humble pranams at the divine lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagatguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. We welcome all the viewers across the world for this Uttamottama Seva to Paramashiva. The Uttamottama Seva we are offering from the Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalayam from Adi Kailash Sarvajna Pita. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time to KAILASA Nithyananda TV, welcome to the official TV channel for Sri KAILASA, the only and greatest Hindu nation in the world. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the reviver of KAILASA, the ancient, enlightened civilization, and is the great cosmic borderless Hindu nation. His Divine Holiness is an avatar from and is the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. His Divine Holiness has made the science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple-based universities for humanity. Sovereign Order of Kailasa, led by His Divine Holiness and Nithyananda Order of monks, nuns, and Hindu diaspora are working for global peace and to give a super consciousness breakthrough to humanity. Nithyananda Hindu University is the world's largest university with extended campuses from 150 countries, is collecting, organizing, preserving, decoding, time capsuling, spreading, and reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism and 64 sacred arts and sciences like Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, and Vastu. His Divine Holiness is the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shyamala Pita Sarvajna Pitam, the ancient apex body of Hinduism, and is the current emperor of Surya Vamsha Surangi Samrajyam. His Divine Holiness has survived the worst persecution on person by multiple assassination attempts and character by anti-Hindu elements. To explore more videos, you can visit Nithyananda's YouTube channel. For all of us, millions of Sri Kailashavasis all over the world, for you and me, if we have had any spiritual breakthrough, if we have had experience of Kundalini awakening, today, if we are able to manifest Shaktis, it is because at the mere age of 12, His Divine Holiness did the Tyaga of sitting with utmost sincerity and ferociousness with himself and manifesting this ultimate spiritual breakthrough. Paramashiva has come down on this planet Earth and manifested this grand Leela of his life for each and every one of us to be part. His Divine Holiness has taken this physical form and came down from Kailasa itself. Now that he is here, Let us celebrate his happening on planet Earth and just spread the message of Sri KAILASA. We invite all the viewers across the world to spread this message all on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and all other social media platforms. As we are getting introduced to Uttamottama Seva and offering of Uttamottama Seva, pre-Satsang, leading to Satsang by His Divine Holiness. Let us do what all we can to reach this message to one and all. There are innumerable reasons why His Divine Holiness Nithyananda Paramashivam happened on planet Earth. He happened to cause the next evolutionary breakthrough to humanity. He happened to cause the Satya Yuga once again. And he happened for the fulfillment of consciousness itself. And he happened for the entire humanity, and he happened exclusively for you at the same time. Today, we are offering Uttamottama Seva to Lord Ganesha. The Uttamottama Seva is the Vedic ritual from the source, from the Agamas. Uttamottama means the best of the best, and Seva is offering. It's a ritual of offering best of the best to Paramashiva. Whatever we offer to Paramashiva comes back to us thousandfold and many millionfold. And Paramashiva is the source of everything, be it grains or people, skill, knowledge, everything. Offering the best of the best is what we can offer as gratitude to Paramashiva and being integrated to him and his words. Agamas is the only thing that we can offer to him. Hence, as per the instructions of Paramashiva, in the physical form of Satchalamurti, the avatar, His Divine Holiness, Nithyananda Paramashivam, we offer this seva to Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva and Devi Parashakti, Nithyanandeshwara Parashakti, the presiding deity of Nithyananda Sangha. Uttamottama Seva is an intricate ritual that is described by Paramashiva himself. So many offerings are there that came down from the best of the best that is offered in Vedic tradition, from the instruments to the offering of food that should be offered to Paramashiva, the various types of dance and the way it is danced. The Uttamottama Seva is described by Paramashiva as the best of the best. We offer during the Uttamottama Seva the Abhishekam, Vastram, Gandham, Abharanam, Archanam, Dupam, Deepam, Naivedyam, Aratrikam, Deepopacharam, Pushpanjalim, Chaturvedam, Gruhya Suktam, Agamastotram, Dravida Vedam, Nrityam, Geetam, Vadyam, and Swasti Vachanam. The source of all these best things is Paramashiva. He has given this to us, and offering them back at his feet is what we do during this seva. And hence, we experience the intense Shakti Nipata and Advaita, the oneness with him. And as a result, we leave the state and radiate the space and manifest the Shaktis of Paramashiva. And also, since it is Agama Vidhi, Paramashiva's instructions, we offer them during this seva. The best of the food that is offered as Naivedyam, the best of the moment a body can make offered as dance, the Nitya Seva, the best of the sound offered as music, Sangeeta Seva, and the best of the consciousness offered as power manifestation, Shakti Avishkarana, the best that humanity can offer to Paramashiva as gratitude is offered in Uttamottama Seva. Today, we are offering Uttamottama Seva to Lord Ganesha. His Divine Holiness, Swamiji, is the ruling pontiff of 19 samrajyas that have devatas of the Shanmatas as their presiding deity. His Divine Holiness has revived the Shanmatas, the 6 prime sampradayas of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. They are Ganapatyam, Kaumaram, Sauram, Shaivam, Vaishnavam, and Shaktam. The presiding deity of Ganapatyam is Ganapati. The presiding deity of Kaumaram is Lord Subramanya, and that of Sauram is Surya. The presiding deity of Shaivam is Paramashiva, and the presiding deity of Vaishnavism is Lord Mahavishnu, and Shaktam is Devi Parashakti. During as Swamiji's 44th Avatar Dinosava is going to be celebrated grandly as a 21-day festival as Nithyanandosvam, starting from 29th December as his Jayanti on celebrating on January 7th. The Nithyanandosvam, we celebrate this Leela of His Divine Holiness, who is the embodiment of all the gods and goddesses. Sarva Deva Devi Swarupa, of reviving the Shanmatas by offering various worships as per the Shanmatams of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. The Paramashiva and the Paramananda Tantra says there are 6,000 agamic scriptures about Mahavishnu, 10,000 agamic scriptures about Paramashiva, and 1,000 agamic scriptures about Devi, and 100,000 agamic scriptures about Devi, and 1,000 agamic scriptures about Mahaganapati, and 2,000 agamic scriptures about Lord Surya, and 7,000 agamic scriptures about Bhairava. His Divine Holiness has installed deities of all the Shanmatas across the globe in all the Sarvajna Pitas of Sri Kailasa. His Divine Holiness has also been reviving all the source scriptures of Sanatana Hindu Dharma as it was revealed by Paramashiva hundreds and thousands of years ago. This year, in the Nithyanandosvam, we celebrate this Leela of His Divine Holiness, the revival of Shanmatas, through various Kriyapada rituals of the Agama, and thereby celebrate His Divine Holiness, Leela of Shanmata Punaruddharanam. And Ganapatyam, as we are celebrating the Uttamottama Seva to Lord Ganesha, let's understand what is Ganapatyam. Ganapatyam is one among the Shanmatams in the Sanatana Hindu Dharma. The presiding deity of this matam is Sri Mahaganapati. Lord Mahaganapati is the first son of Paramashiva and Devi Parashakti. He has an elephant face and a huge belly. The huge belly signifies that all the lokas, the planets of existence, are inside of him. His Divine Holiness is the 1008th Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of the Atala Pita, whose presiding deity is Sri Mahaganapati. His Divine Holiness started reviving this Ganapatya Sampradaya from his tender age of 3. His Divine Holiness has installed hundreds of deities of Sri Mahaganapati throughout the world and has revived the Ganapatyam Sampradaya. So, as we are celebrating the Uttamottama Seva to Lord Ganapati, Let us have what His Divine Holiness expounded on the powerfulness of the Lord Mahaganapati. On 12th June of this year, 2020, the live satsang, His Divine Holiness Ganesha revealed that worshipping, doing the Nitya Puja intensely with utmost sincerity is the way, is the sweetest, easiest, quickest way to reach enlightenment, to reach our highest potential. So, out of these Shanmatas, if we add the Guru Sampradaya also, people who worship the Guru as the main deity, we can call 7 Sampradayas. So, out of these Sampradayas, whether Shaivate, that is who worship Shanmata, Paramashiva as the main deity, Vaishnavate, Mahavishnu as the main deity is a Vaishnavate, Shakta is the one who worship Devi Parashakti as the main deity, and Kaumara is one who worship Lord Subramanya, Kumara as the main deity, and Ganapatyam as who worship Ganapati, Ganesha as the main deity are Guru worshippers. They always worship Ganesha first. Whether it's Shaivate, Vaishnavate, Shak, Kamara, or Guru, or Saure. All the worshippers, they always worship Ganesha first. There is only one God who is worshipped by all the Sampradayas, that is Ganesha. Because the Shaivates don't, in general, Shaivats don't look at Mahavishnu's temple, and Vaishnavates, even by Vishnu, they don't look at Paramashiva's temples. Ganesha is the only God worshipped by all the Sampradayas. The whole world. The largest celebrated festival is Ganesha Chaturthi. Because other than Hinduism, no other religion celebrates festivals on such larger scale. Because the other religions, by birth, they may have a larger number of people in their religion, but by living, many of these religions don't have a huge number of living, practicing their religion. Ganapati or Ganesha is the embodiment of cosmic intelligence. There was a survey done which form of the god is worshipped most. It's Ganesha in various and thousands of forms. It's the Lord of new beginnings. It's the embodiment of the highest state of consciousness. His Divine Holiness narrates his first spiritual experience about Ganapati at the age of 3. He narrates in his own words that my first spiritual effort was trying to feed Ganesha. My first extraordinary experience beyond the materialistic world is also from Ganesha. That's why I think Ganesha has given success to my spiritual ventures. He is the embodiment of completion of all the even completions you carry in you from in the form of impossibilities, vignas, that is obstacles, anything, any idea you carry impossible is vigna. The impossibility is vigna. Nothing else is vigna. In life, other than the idea that you carry as impossible. So Ganesha is the embodiment of completing all impossibilities. The incompletions of impossible is embodiment of love. His Divine Holiness tells us so beautifully, it is Ganesha Puja with which my whole life started. Actually, had I not taken up public life, I would have been a pujari, a temple priest. The number of hours His Divine Holiness narrates that the number of hours I spent in yoga, the number of hours I spent in speaking, the number of hours I spent in my public life, the number of hours I spent in meditation, all this put together cannot cross the number of hours I spent in puja. In 1989, His Divine Holiness was at the mere age of 3. He manifested this first deep spiritual experience that he wanted to give to humanity. It was the experience of oneness through relating the deities and understanding the realness of Hindu truths. He fed food to his own Ganesha deity, and the deity ate the food. It happened when he attended a live spiritual discourse by renowned Tamil scholar and speaker Selva Ganapati when he was 3 years of age. Through the discourse, His Divine Holiness, the young Swamiji, heard the story of Nambi, a child poet saint who lived centuries ago, who served food to Ganesha deity with such authenticity in action, and deity appeared and ate it. His Divine Holiness immediately rushed home and offered the food to his Ganesha deity, and he tried through many methods to make Ganesha eat. At first, he tried to threaten the deity to eat, like how his grandmother used to threaten the children who do not eat. Then he ran to the Arunachaleshwar temple to fetch the food that is offered to the main Ganesha deity there, hoping that it might be the preferred food for his Ganesha. And the temple priest, the Sundara Pillai, who served in the Madapalli, the temple kitchen, at that time, from whom His Divine Holiness got the portion of the temple food offered for his Ganesha. Ganesha did not eat even then. His Divine Holiness finally decided that he will not eat until Ganesha eats. He sat in deep hunger for 2 long days. Imagine, at the age of 3, he decided not to eat until Ganesha eats, and he survived with hunger for 2 long days, replacing the plate of food in front of the Ganesha deity. When he touched the peak of authenticity of his decision, on the 3rd day, Ganesha appeared and ate the food. His Divine Holiness witnessed it from the state of Savikalpa, Samprajnata Samadhi, the oneness with the cosmos through a chosen deity form. His Divine Holiness, through a single initiation, is today gifting the same profound experience of oneness with the cosmos through a preferred deity form, deity worship. Today, millions of seekers, worshippers are feeding not just the Ganesha deities, but any chosen deity, and experiencing the realness of these profound truths from Paramashiva. So let's all stay tuned. Our Gurukul Balasans are offering the Uttamottama Seva to Lord Ganesha. We are offering this Seva as a gratitude to His Divine Holiness. And let's all stay tuned and offer this Uttamottama Seva to Lord Ganesha. So thank you so much, Nithyanandam.
Ananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
The first offering of the Uttamottama Seva at the feet of Devi Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva is the offering of the Chaturveda. Devadevottama Devata Sarvabhauma Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Chaturveda Priya Chaturvedam Avadharaya. ऋग्वेदा हरि ओम अग्निमीले पुरोहितं यज्ञस्य देवं हृदिजं होतारं रत्नदातामं हरि ओम यजुर्वेदा हरि ओम इषेतो चेत्वा वायवस्तोपायपस्तदेवो वस्तविता प्राप्तय दुष्टेष्टतमाय कर्मणे हरि ओम सामवेदा हरि ओम अग्न आयाहि पीतये गृहाणो हव्यदातये निहोता सप्सि बर्हिषि हरि ओम अथर्ववेदा हरि ओम शन्नो देवी रविष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये शय्यो रविश्रवन्तु नः हरि ओम. The next offering of the Uttamottama Seva at the feet of Devi Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva is the offering of the Agama Shloka. Devadevottama Devatastarvabhauma Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Agama Shloka Priya Agama Shlokam Avadharaya. श्री भगवानुवाच अति कौतूहलाभिष्ट पृच्छस्ते दक्षिणुप्रिये यन्मे नेत्रान्तरे बह्नेर् यद्वानृतमनुत्तमं तत्सर्वं कथयिष्यामि योगयुक्त्याशुनुप्रिये यत्स्वरूपं निजं शुद्धं व्यापकं सर्वतोमुखं सर्वभूतान्तरावस्थं सर्वप्राणिषु जीवनं योगगम्यं दुरासादं दुष्पापमकृतातमभिः. The next offering of the Uttamottama Seva at the feet of Devi Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva is the offering of the Dravida Vedam. Devadevottama Devata Sarvabhauma Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Dravida Veda Priya Dravida Vedam Avadharaya. Veyur Toli Pangan Vidamunda Kandan Miganalla Vinai Kadavi Masaru Tingal Gangai Mudimela Nindu Yan Ulame Pugunda Adanal ஞாயிறு திங்கள் செவ்வாய் புதன் வியாழன் வெள்ளி சனி பாம்பிரண்டும் முதனே மாசரு திங்கள் கங்கை முடிமேல நின்று என் உலமே புகுந்த அதனால் சிவா திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். The next offering of the Uttamottama Seva at the feet of Devi Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva is the offering of the Stotra Seva. Devadevottama Devata Sarvabhauma Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Stotra Priya Stotram Avadharaya. ओम नमो भगवते सदाशिवाय सकलतत्त्वात्मकाय सर्वमन्त्रस्वरूपाय सर्वयन्त्राधिष्ठिताय सर्वतन्त्रस्वरूपाय सर्वतत्त्वविधुराय ब्रह्मरुद्रावतारिणे नीलकण्ठाय पार्वती मनोहराय सोमसूर्याग्निलोचनाय भस्मोद्धूलितविग्रहाय महामुनिमुकुटधारणाय माणिक्यभूषणाय सृष्टिस्थितिप्रलयकालरौद्रावताराय दक्षाध्वरध्वंसकाय महाकालभेदनाय मूलाधारैकनिलयाय तत्त्वातीताय गंगाधराय सर्वदेवादिदेवाय षडाश्रयाय वेदान्तसाराय त्रिवर्गसाधनाय अनन्तकोटिब्रह्माण्डनायकाय अनन्तवार्षिकितक्षककारकोटकशङ्खकुलिकपद्ममहापद्मेति अष्टमहानाहकुलभूषणाय प्रणवस्वरूपाय चिदाकाशाय आकाशदिक्स्वरूपाय ग्रहनक्षत्रमालिने सकलाय कलङ्करहिताय सकललोकैककर्त्रे सकललोकैकभद्रे सकललोकैकसंहद्रे सकललोकैकगुरवे सकललोकैकसाक्षिणे सकलनिगमगुह्याय सकलवेदान्तपारगाय सकललोकैकशङ्कराय सकललोकैकवरप्रदाय सकललोकैकसाक्षिणे सकलनिगमगुह्याय शशाङ्कशेखराय शाश्वतनिजाभासाय निराभासाय निरामयाय निर्मलाय निर्मधाय निश्चिन्ताय निरहङ्काराय निरङ्कुशाय निष्कलङ्काय निर्गुणाय निष्कामाय निरुपप्लवाय निरबद्धवाय निरवध्याय निरन्तराय निरन्तराय निष्कारणाय निरुपमभिभवाय निरुपप्लवाय निरपत्रवाय निष्प्रपञ्चाय निःशंशयाय निर्द्वन्द्वाय निराधाराय निरागाय निष्क्रोधाय निर्लोपाय निष्पापाय निर्भेदाय निष्क्रियाय निस्तुलाय निःशंशयाय निरुपमभिभवाय नित्यशुद्ध बुद्ध परिपूर्ण सच्चिदानन्दाद्वयाय परमशान्तस्वरूपाय तेजोरूपाय तेजोमयाय जय जय रुद्र महारौद्र भद्रावतार महाभैरव कालभैरव कल्पान्तभैरव कपालमालाधर खट्वांग खड्ग चर्म पाशांकुश डमरू शूल चाप बाण गदा शक्ति भिंडिपाल तोमर मुसल मुत्कर पाशा भरिग पुशुंडी षटग्नि चक्राध्यायुत भीषण कर सहस्रमुखद्रं करालवदन विकटाट्टहास विस्फारित ब्रह्मांड मंडल नागेंद्र कुंडल नागेंद्र हार नागेंद्र वलय नागेंद्र चर्मधर नित्युंजय त्र्यंबक विश्वरूप विरूपाक्ष विश्वेश्वर वृषभवाहन विश्वभूषण विश्वतोमुख सर्वतो रक्ष रक्ष मां ज्वल ज्वल महामृत्युभयमपमृत्युभयं नाशय नाशय चोरभयम् उच्चाटय उच्चाटय विषसर्पभयं शमय शमय चोरान् मारय मारय मम शत्रून् उच्चाटय उच्चाटय त्रिशूलेन विधारय विधारय कुठारेण भिंडि भिंडि खड्गेन चिंडि चिंडि खट्वांगेन विपोतय विपोतय मुसलेन निष्पेषय निष्पेषय बाणैः संताटय संताटय रक्षांसि भीषय भीषय भूतानि विद्रावय विद्रावय कूष्माण्ड मारीच वेदाल ब्रह्मराक्षसगणान् संताटय संताटय माम् अभयं कुरु कुरु वृत्तस्त्वं माम् आश्वासय आश्वासय नरकभया माम् उद्धर उद्धर संजीवय संजीवय शत्रुभ्यां माम् आप्याय आप्याय दुःखादरं माम् आनन्दय आनन्दय शिवकवचे नमाम आच्छाटय आच्छाटय मृत्युंजय त्र्यंबक विश्व सदाशिव परमशिव नमस्ते नमस्ते.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda.
The next offering of the Uttama Seva at the feet of Dev Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva is the offering of the Sangeeta Seva. Devadevottama Devata Sarvabhauma Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Sangeeta Priya Sangeetam Avadharaya.
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Satgurum Tam Namami. Sukharta Dukharta Vata Vignachi Nurvi Purvi Prema Kripa Jayachi Sarvangi Sundar Udishendurachi Kanti Jala Ke Mala Mukut Palanchi Jai Dev Jai Dev Jai Dev Jai Dev Jai Mangala Murti Darshan Matre Mana Kamana Purti Jai Dev Jai Dev. रत्न का चितपारा तुझको ही कुमारा चंदनाची उठी कुमकुम के शहरा हीरे जड़त मुकुटा शोभा तो बारा ऋणजत्ति नूपुरे चरणी गागरिया। जय देव जय देव जय देव जय देव जय मंगल मूर्ति। दर्शन मात्रे माना कामना पूर्ति। जय देव जय देव। लंबोदरा पीतांबर पनिवार वंदना। सरला सांद वक्र तुंड त्रिनयना। दास रामा चावट पाहे सदना। संकटि पावावे निर्वाणी रक्षावे सुरवर वंदना। जय देव जय देव जय देव जय देव जय मंगल मूर्ति। दर्शन मात्रे माना कामना पूर्ति। जय देव जय देव।
आनंद परमशिवोहम ओम नित्यानंद 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 परमशिवोहम
Offering of the Uttama Seva at the feet of Devi Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva is the offering of the Nritya Seva. Devadevottama Devatastarvabhauma Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Sri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Nitya Priya Nityam Avadharaya.
सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा।
गणनायकाय गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि गानचतुराय गानप्राणाय गानान्तरात्मने गानोत्सुकाय गानमत्ताय गानोत्सुकमनसे गुरुपूजिताय गुरुदैवताय गुरुकुलस्थायिने गुरुविक्रमाय गुह्यप्रवराय गुरवे गुणगुरवे गुरुदैत्यकलक्षेत्रे गुरुधर्मसदाराध्याय गुरुपुत्र परित्रात्रे गुरुसाखण्डखण्डकाय गीतसाराय गीततत्त्वाय गीतगोत्राय धीमहि गूढगुल्पाय गन्धवष्टाय योजयप्रदाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि सर्वराजाय गन्धाय सर्वदानश्रवणप्रणयिने ग्रन्थाय गीताय गुरवते गणपतये एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि
ಓಡಿವಾವಾ ಕಣ್ಣ ಓಡಿವಾವಾ
The next offering of the Uttamottama Seva at the feet of Devi Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva is the offering of the Paramashiva Shakti Avishkarana. Deva Devottama Devata Sarvabhauma Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Paramashiva Shakti Avishkarana Priya Paramashiva Shakti Avishkaranam Avadharaya.
Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasya Dilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Satgurum Tam Namami. Nityanandam, I welcome all the participants and the viewers joining us from various digital platforms for today's most awaited Paramashiva Shakti Avishkarana, or the Power Manifestation segment of today's Uttamottama Seva. I welcome all of you for this mind-blowing segment. Before we get into the Power Manifestation, I would like to give you all a little insight on what really is power manifestation and the science of power manifestation itself. You heard me right when I said power manifestation, because we have the capability with the grace of Paramashiva to manifest any powers that we want. And that is already there in the 463 plus powers of Paramashiva himself. The powers that you see, that your favorite characters manifest in the movies and in your comic books, the same powers are being manifested right now by the disciples, devotees, and partisans of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagatguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan, Nithyananda Paramashivam. He is beautifully initiating all his disciples, devotees, and partisans into the 463 plus powers of Paramashiva. We are able to manifest beautiful powers like body scanning, materialization, teleportation, levitation, and I can keep going on. And today you'll be seeing the one aspect, one of the powers of 400 powers that Paramashiva has beautifully initiated us into, and that is the power of consciousness over matter. Consciousness over matter is when a third eye awakened person is able to move objects using the third eye. So all you have to do is connect intensely with Paramashiva, and any object that you want to move immediately moves. That is one of the most extraordinary powers that Swamiji has beautifully initiated all of the participants and devotees into. And today, all of you, the participants and the viewers, will be witnessing one of the biggest happenings of power manifestation right now here. A little about consciousness over matter. In today's world, we are caged into this phrase, this word or vocabulary of impossibility. Anything, any decision that we want to take in life, the immediate response that we have is, will I be able to do it? Is it possible? I don't think it's possible. Will I be able to manage 2 tasks at a time? Will I be able to travel? So everything clashes with your thought of impossibility. When you are encountered with that kind of a thought, consciousness over matter is the right power for you to sit with and manifest, because the thought of impossibility beautifully breaks into pieces, literally. So the context behind is that when you have a coconut or any round object on your hand, and then you connect with Swamiji and roll it off, the impossibility of that coconut being on top of your hand, the minute it rolls off, anything is possible. I mean, you're able to move or roll the coconut off with the grace and blessings of Paramashiva. So any obstacle that you have in life, any wall that you're facing currently at the moment that is not letting you manifest reality or furthering you into anything that you want, immediately sit with this power and manifest it. Because this power is the embodiment of breaking impossibilities and making it into possibilities. That is the beauty of this power. So right now we have a Balasan Ma, would you like to introduce yourself to all the participants?
Yes. Nithyanandam. I'm Anitya Kaladharananda. I'm 14 years old and I've been studying in the Nithyananda Gurukul past years. And obviously, by Swami's grace, I have been manifesting extraordinary powers of Paramashiva.
All the Balasins are capable of manifesting all the 463 plus powers of Paramashiva. And we are not here intensely doing tapas with our one leg in the air and hands in the air and doing tapas for 50 years in a cold region. No. Instead, here, Swamiji just initiates us with just a touch, look, or a word. And the third eye is completely awakened, opening the doors for us to manifest all the 463 plus powers of Paramashiva. And the process for manifesting the power goes like this. Step 1, sit peacefully. Step 2, connect with Paramashiva by chanting the Mahavakya. And these are the only two things that we follow, and any power that we want manifests so beautifully. Right now, I have a coconut with me. I encourage all the participants and the viewers witnessing this to also quickly go grab any round object, not necessarily a coconut. It can be anything else like orange or any round object that you have. Quickly go and grab your object or coconut or anything that you have and place it on the hand, right? Keep your hand as straight as possible and keep the coconut or any round object on top of your hand, right? So I will be holding this coconut while Ma Kaladhara here will be beautifully manifesting this power in front of all of you. And before she does that, we all will be chanting the Mahavakya. And Mahavakya is the 3 words, that is Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, 3 intense